Alright, by the thumbnail alone, I think you know who I might be talking about and what's happened recently. So anyone doesn't know, recently a clip swirled around both YouTube and mainly I found it on TikTok. There was a clip of a guy dressed up as Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen just full on walloping again on a guy and stomping on him. I believe, this part, I don't know if it's true, he got arrested and was later bailed out, I believe. I am not entirely sure. Just had a quick look. Yes, the person who did attack him was charged for both voluntarily causing hurt and for public nuisance, which both one faces 3 months, the other one faces 3 years. And recently, I found that he was released on a $5,000 bail provided by his mother. And frankly, I'm not really disappointed that he attacked him, because the person he attacked was none other than someone named Amos Yee. Amos Yee is a YouTuber and social media influencer who was been very controversial, and not because of his atheism and forcing that on other people. No. It's because he's a fucking pedophile. I shit you not. Amos Yee is a convicted sex offender. In 2020, he was charged in the US over the possession of explicit visual of minors and the act of physical grooming offenses on children. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced 6 years in prison before he eventually got deported last year back to Singapore. And this wasn't the first time he actually got hurt as well, because back in 2015, I don't know why I said 17, sorry, he was slapped outside the state courts by another member of the public, and the person that insulted him was jailed after the court ruled that this was vigilante behavior and it couldn't be accepted regardless of personal anger. And so what happened there was he just spouted hate on religious figures, both Christians and Muslims, which, it's not great, fucking disgusting. And this is something else I found out, because the convention he was out, it was at the Dojin Market. I think I pronounced that wrong, I do apologize. And for what I know, I don't know if this was before or after the people who ran the convention actually cancelled his ticket. And this post goes to show, I don't know if this was before or after the assault. I'm not even going to say assault, I call it justifiable beating, because it's a fucking pedophile. But the post goes as this: we've received lots of report from the community that a known problematic influencer intends to attend the show. He will not. We've cancelled his ticket and are working to ban him from all our shows. We take the safety of everyone at a convention very seriously. It's normal in art to push creative boundaries, but when it comes to real life, we take no chances. We have a no tolerance policy for a reason. We're enforcing it now. So if this is before, like it says that he won't be coming, but I don't know if it's before or after this happened, because if this was before and his ticket got cancelled, he broke the law as well by sneaking into the convention, or this happened right outside it. I'm either way, I'm throwing two up in the air, and one of them might be true. And there's a reason why the Yuji cosplayer, I'm protecting his identity mainly because I don't know it, and whoever it is, salute to you. You did the right thing in my opinion. Not that I'm condoning violence. But the reason he attacked was because he claimed that Yi was trying to molest another attendee. The alleged attacker posted on his Instagram story, I didn't see it, I can't find it, and he claimed that he saw him try to molest another attendee at the venue, and the team claimed he confronted Yi in an attempt to make him leave before the situation escalated into a physical altercation. Those claimed, however, haven't been verified by police. I wouldn't doubt it, because he is convicted sex offender. He is a pedophile. So why in the right mind would he go to a convention where there are potential children around? Why would he go unless the idea of it is to, find someone, see if he can sneak one in? Because he's not thinking with his brain, and I'm not going to continue that one, actually. But, the issue remains, he is convicted, like I said before, he snuck in, potentially, and what other reason would there be? And the only injury he's got, for as far as I know, is that he's got like a massive gash on his bottom lip or upper lip. I haven't looked at it because I can't stand the guy. I look at him, he looks like a knockoff of one of those villains you see in 80s movies, and he sounds like a nasal pervert you get off those old 80s shonen animes. And my 2 cents to this is that if the system doesn't tell you not what to do, people are gonna get violent, especially when it comes to something as pedophiles. It is very... Look, I'm just getting off track with that because I'm just regurgitating what I said. But there's another thing that happened was, like, public outrage still has limits. I'm getting this off an article, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but I will link it down the article down below. And the convention organizers today are also dealing with different kind of pressure. Fan communities are increasingly expected spaces to feel safe, which is very reasonable because, you know, this assault came out of nowhere, and those who know, and those who don't know, which is a bigger amount, don't know. And, you know, which is the next part, which is also true, is that still anger alone doesn't justify violence. Once a confrontational turns physical, the issue changes from public opinion to criminal behavior. That distinction remains important even in emotionally charged cases. That part is also true, because while he is doing the right thing, and everyone else says the same thing, like, this guy is the lowest of the low, he's a scum of the earth, it gets to a point where you shouldn't do that. I need to make this note, I'm not defending Amos Yee, okay? I am not defending it, quite the fucking opposite. It's just that people around you, when things get physical, people get affected also, both physically and mentally. And that's, I think, the point where they're going at, because in the back of their head, they're probably thinking the same thing. Oh, great, someone snuck in, potentially, and is a pedophile. What are you going to do? And so what happens next, like I said, he got charged, he got bailed out, and Amos Yee, he's claiming this was, you know, like, he released a video, like I said, trying to claim that he's just victim blaming everyone else. At the con that blamed this ticket, the person that attacked him, and there was another YouTuber who called him violence that he claimed. I watched the video. I'm sparing you guys the sense of listening to his voice, because it made me want to hurt him. He sounded very neckbeard Redditor-like. Again, look, the main thing is I hope they call for a proper investigation on what happens here, because if he did sneak in, that is a security risk, and if he was trying to molest an attendee at the venue, that is also a criminal offense. And he is a predator. He got caught, like I said, he got caught with source material of, you know, that. Look, overall, I'm going to end it here because I'm trying not to drag this on. He should be investigated onto if he actually did that. And second of all, I hope the guy who cosplays Yuji is doing alright, because like I said, he did get bailed out by his mother, and, you know, I hope he's doing alright, and I hope his hands and feet don't hurt from beating the shit out of this guy, if this is, matter of fact, true. In case, I'll see you all later. Bye!